when we came back from the competition and we met at the high school and there was a bunch of kids that put together the play to welcome us. John was the drum major. John led the band. He was there when we got back and led the little group that welcomed us home from Europe in '74. So he was with us. So the second segment, of course, as has been mentioned, without the success of the band's early years, we're now into the second segment. So if you are in the years 1972 through 1976, would you please stand? Of course, it wouldn't have been possible without the early successes of the band to go to Europe, to go to the World Music Contest. It wouldn't have been possible. In preparation for Europe, the band won championships in Abbeville and the Winter Nationals in Miami in 1979, if you remember, in 73, if you remember. And of course, the sparkle of gold came with the winning of 2 gold medals with distinction at the World Music Contest in the summer of 1974. Representing this year are 2 ladies who added that sparkle. Please welcome Jan McDonald Whitlow, who was the Golden Girl captain in 1973, and Peggy Webeck Struck, the Color Guards captain in 1974.
We're not sure who's going first, but I have to say I was co-captain of the Golden Girls, and I have to recognize Helene Fix, who was captain. Okay. I too quoted pride. I was going to say that. I want to say it again. Practice, responsibility, integrity, determination, enthusiasm. I did a little bit of research, and I wanted everybody to kind of relate to the things we did, not just say what I said. Mr. Cotter's mantra was to be the best that you can be, to compete not against competitors, but against yourself, to lead moral and ethical lives unfettered by the chains of mediocrity. Their timeless words today still applicable. We celebrate the boss tonight. Our lessons for him were to achieve greatness through hard work and dedication. Thank you also to the student leaders, countless volunteers and staff that drove these qualities home for us, 1968 through 1980. It's all of you. It's all of us. So now I went through some memories, and I tried to think of some things that maybe aren't commonly known. Who remembers the one and only girl that was a drum major? Denise. That did happen. She filled in when there was a need, and I think it was Minneapolis. Yep, 1972. I remember marching into halftime shows of more than one preseason NFL game. We did the first NFL game in Tampa Stadium. Yep. I remember being in one of the Dolphins games. Joe Namath walked right in front of the Golden Girl line, and we were like, "Oh my, it's Joe Namath." Neil told me later that he was injured in that game and he never played again. So it was interesting. I remember the road trips in the middle years to Miami, Dallas, Minneapolis to compete in all those VFW National Band Contests. We learned about life, we grew, and we certainly won. We had a great time. I never forget that night in Jackson, Mississippi. Oh. Who remembers? I don't know if you would believe this either. 2 in the morning. We were on the buses. It was 3 or 5 in the morning. There's all these buses tooling down the roads. Nice, quiet, sleeping high schoolers, and all of a sudden we stopped. What are we doing? What are we doing? We were all herded off the bus to go to some random field in Jackson, Mississippi.
Parking lot.
Oh, was it parking lot? Well, we hummed the field show and went through it without equipment. And then we got back on the buses and went on to Dallas. I remember. But you know what? I learned through this committee, everything he did was planned. Even that must have been planned. Everything he did had a reason, had a bigger purpose. I remember the Mini Brews being one, working with you 72, 73 girls. I remember the Festival Estates and a very different downtown St. Petersburg. I almost didn't say this, but Williams Park back then was not safe. There was more than once that the girls were kind of walking in and out with the guys on either side of us. My favorite memory, and I'm told that there's no recording of this, is Stars and Stripes Forever at the concert we went. It makes me cry because I hear that song and I know the exact point in it when all those Festival Estates flags came flying down the aisles of the Largo Auditorium, and we came and we stood in front of that orchestra pit, and it was amazing. And then the color guard lifted the American flag up and out of that, and it was just, to this day I get goosebumps just thinking about it. And that's where I learned my patriotism. Anyway, sorry. I want to end with our collective experience in practices and band days were many, most calculated by the boss. Every practice, every performance, and everything we did was one experience because one class built on the next. We passed it on to the next generation, and we built on it. The committee has adopted an expression that Chris Menendez actually said to me about 4 or 5 months ago. We all built that band, and we did. I wasn't in Kirkgrove, but I felt like I was a part of it, and I'm glad to be here. My last thing is it all happened because one man and one teacher cared. Thank you, Mr. Cotter.
Peggy Struck, Peggy Rebeck, that's my name to you, right? Okay. So, did you know that we have a graduate from Largo High School that was the one who commanded the Navy SEAL Team 6 that caught Osama bin Laden? No. 1974, Ed Whittaker. Did you know we have a graduate from Largo High School who's a Pulitzer Prize winner? Yeah. 2. Let's see, Jack Davis.
Yes.
Just found out that one recently. Of course, we have plenty of you that have gone on to do important things and help other students. If you're a teacher, would you stand up, or were a teacher in the school system? Anybody? And we have a number. We have Major Dina Time. Where's Dina? Somewhere right there. We have Becky Batters and Betty Vizicon, and there must be more. If you have served in the military in our country, would you please stand up? We've all gone on to do important things, even if they were small things. And I posted something about how many of you volunteered, and we got a lot of answers on the Facebook page of amazing things that some of you have done, and probably all of you have done, because we had such good examples. But as I got ready for this, I thought, I don't know you anymore. I live in Montana. I left Florida right after high school and haven't really lived here since then. And so I really don't know the problems you have now or that you've lived with. I don't know the challenges you've faced. And then I got thinking and I thought, you know what? I do know you. I know that you respect the American flag. I know that that you put your hand on your heart when it goes by, and I know where you learned that. I know that you know how to do a job and finish it. I know if somebody asks you to do something and you agree, you're going to get it done. I know that you volunteer in your community, in your church, in your family. I know that you do things that help other people even though you don't get paid. I know that when you're faced with a dilemma, you choose to do the right thing because you have integrity, because you learned that. I know that you know how to lead, and one of the reasons you're a good leader is because you know that every person counts, that every contribution, no matter how small, makes a difference, and that's what will make whatever it is you're in charge of work, is if everybody does their job, no matter how small it seems. I know all of this about you because we share the same experiences. There's this movie quote I heard once and I said, that applies to us. The quote's this: their lives had been changed forever because they had been part of something great. And greatness, no matter how brief, stays with a person. And I thought, boy, that really applies to the Savannah Children. Now, someone posted recently on Facebook one of the controversies, a letter to the editor, 1973 dated, posted by William Day. The author stated that the fundraising efforts to send this band to Europe were ridiculous. Money would be better spent buying athletic equipment, books for the library, or funding the PE department. And that was in 1973. Well, you're here to prove that letter right or wrong. Whether you went to Europe or not, you were a part of something great. And greatness stays with a person. The boss was once quoted as saying, the principle we go by here is that we're not out to develop a championship band. We're out to make our band members better people through music. If, on the way to making better people, we win championships and gold medals, super. But that's not the end. So you, my friends, you are living proof that that was money well spent.